Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 10.27. Our chapter is factory overhead variance. And since it is 27th question, we have already solved tens of questions and you have idea what we are going to do. You can see there are two parts of solution. On left side, we will be calculating our variances. On right side, we will demonstrate our supporting calculations. As you can see that lining is same, so still for the solution of 20.10.27 we will be using the same format, we will be using the same performa, everything would be same, but with a little twist. That little twist is the backbone of the questions. For every last 10 question we have seen that even after using the same performa we'll have to calculate with the twist, and today's twist you will have to wait. The first step is to calculate our total or overall variance. This is the first thing which you will calculate. It is also called total variance or overall variance. So the first thing would be calculated total or overall variance. Okay, how would you calculate your total or overall variance? For that purpose, you need two elements. First would be your actual FH and secondly would be your applied FH. So you will subtract this applied FH from actual FH over here, which would be called the variance, and then you will conclude by focusing upon applied FH. So if applied FH you mentioned above is more than your, or okay, it's less than actual, that means applied is less, you will mention it as under applied FH. Auto correction was working, that is why I have chosen whatever had come in front. And next, if applied FH is more than actual FH, then you will consider it as over applied because applied was more. In this way you will calculate your first variance. Then second variance you will calculate would be your budget, or it is also called spending or also called expenditure variance. Alright, it is a relationship between budget and actual. So you will write your budget FY first, and then you will be writing your actual FH. And here you will calculate the variance by taking the difference of budget and actual. Next step would be conclusion, and you will be focusing upon actual FH. So if actual FH is more than budget FH, which will show that actual FH is not equal, rather more than. That will show that actual expenses are more than that of your budget. So it would be unfavorable for you, and it sounds like unfavorable when you are spending more than that of your budget. Budget means you have arranged an amount, but unfortunately you have to spend more than that of arranged amount. So it would be uncomfortable situation for you. That is why you have considered it as unfavorable. Contrary to that, it may be possible your actual FH is less than that of your budget FH. It would be a good news. Your actual expenses are less, so you may call it as favorable variance. Third variance you will calculate would be your volume, or it is also called capacity, or it is also called idle variance or idle capacity variance. This would be the relationship between budget and applied FH. So you will write your budget FH, and then you will see how much is your applied FH, and here you will calculate the difference between budget and applied FH. Then you will conclude by focusing upon budget. So if your budget FH is more than your applied FH, that means it would not be in your favorable. You will clearly call it unfavorable. Why? You have to arrange more than that of assumed or supposed expense. Applied is just an assumption, so you have to arrange more. It would be unfavorable. Contrary to that, if your budget FH is less than your applied FH, then it will go in your favor. You will mention favorable variance as your conclusion. So see what we have done. All three variances with their respective elements we have written, and even conclusion is mentioned as a supporting statement. Now it's time to come over right side where there will be, can you imagine, we haven't read even the first line of the question. Without reading the question, we are doing the same thing. So right, the first supporting calculation would be the actual FH, and this would be given in your question, so no need to worry. Second important thing would be the calculation of applied FH, which includes two basic rates. What you will do, you will see fixed FH rate, and then you will add variable FH rate. Two rates when you will sum up, it would be applied FH. One second, applied FOH, it's only, please excuse me, actual hours, and you will be multiplying it with applied FH rate. So it's one line formula for the calculation of applied FH. Then third statement, you will calculate your budget FH. It has two line formula. Actual hours you will write and would be multiplied by variable FH rate, and you will add fixed FH in it, with which here you will calculate the sum of these above two statements. First statement is answer would be written over here, second statement answer would be written over here, and sum of these two statements would be equal to your budget FH. Alright. The fourth calculation which you will make would be FH applied rate. That is what I was discussing above. It would have two main rates, fixed FH rate within which you will add your variable FH rate. At fifth place or for A place, you will calculate your fixed FH rate. How? In your question, you will search fixed FH, and that would be divided by estimated hours. Okay. Fifth, on sixth spot, you will calculate your variable FH rate. How? You will search variable FH in the question, and that would be divided by estimated or budgeted hours. Estimated hours or units, one of the same thing. Now you can see that everything is written, supporting statements and variances have been written, come to the point. So here fixed FH is given as 5 lakh, factory overhead absorption rate is automatically given. This is the thing which would help us focus upon here. Factory overhead absorption rate is equal to 30. Factory overhead rate has already been given in the question. You don't need to add fixed FH and variable FH. We will add it, but later on. Okay, 30, better to write 30 over here. So how this 30 would come when you will add your fixed FH rate and variable FH rate. Alright. So next thing which is to be discussed is variable FH rate is 20. Fixed FH rate is not given in the question. So how you will be proceeding? Fixed FH rate is not given. You will add your variable FH rate, while variable FH rate was given as 20, and total applied rate was also given as 30. Here you can write this statement: fixed FH rate, if you will add variable FH rate, what you will get? Total applied rate. Okay, same formula I have written. FH applied rate is equal to fixed plus variable rates. Now fixed rate is unknown, so you can write it as it is, fixed FH rate, and you will add what? 20. It would equal to total rate, and total rate was also given, it is 30. Now what would be your next step? Just consider yourself as 2 or 3rd class student, then you will uh, be easily knowing what we are doing. So here 20 is being added in fixed FH. If something is present on left side and it is being added, you want to take it to the right side. What you will do, if it is added over here, after taking it to the other side, it would be subtracted. Signs would be changed. So it means here just fixed FH will remain is equal to 30 was already present on right side of is equal to, and then you have taken 20 from left to right. 20 was added over here, you will subtract on the other side. In this way, your fixed FH rate, I think we have written, fixed FH rate can be calculated. So how much fixed FH rate would be? 30 minus 20 is equal to 10. So now you can see indirectly we have calculated 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. So fixed FH rate 10, variable FH rate 20. By adding both rates we have got FH applied rate. In normal question, what we were doing, we were applying these two formulas to calculate fixed FH rate, then we were applying variable FH rate formula, and finally we were adding both fixed and variable FH rates over here. By adding both rates we were getting our total applied FH rate. But now you can see we haven't applied any formula, fifth number or sixth number. Why? Because it was given in the question. So it is important for you. This is actually a first twist, first change which you will observe in the question. So it is not necessary that you will always be following the formulas. Sometimes rates would automatically be given. So keep it in mind. Alright, now next procedure we will see. We have just read first line and we have proceeded. Following are figures in actual. This is actual R's and actual FH. Okay, we will use it. First requirement is budgeted capacity that was used to compute factory overhead absorption rate. Alright, now he wants us to calculate the estimated hours. This was our problem, and this would help us to calculate estimated hours. Please follow this statement. I'm highlighting it. Fixed FH, if it is divided by estimated hours, you will get fixed FH rate. And fixed FH rate was given in the question as well. And that was fixed FH rate we have calculated, that was 10. Understood? So this 10 was calculated over here. You can see we have calculated fixed FH rate 10 by using this formula. But we do not know how many estimated hours are in, since estimated hours are not present in the question, so there is a question mark for estimated hours. Though we do know fixed FH, but estimated hours are unknown. What you can write over here is your fixed FH was given in your question. First element which was given, fixed FH 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so you can put over here 5 lakh and it was meant to be divided by estimated hours, and estimated hours are unknown. Just take this statement. Here we have calculated first twisted supporting statement. It was not a usual statement, and now we are again calculating another twisted statement which was not the part of our, one second, okay. Usually we do not calculate rates like this. That is why I'm calling it a twist. In the similar way, right now what we are doing would not be a traditional way of calculation. So it would also be a twisted calculation. Second, what statement you have written over here? I'm writing the same statement at this place. 5 lakh as fixed FH was given, and it was divided by estimated hours which were not given in the question, or budgeted hours. It was equal to 10. Now guess what? What would be the next step? Here you can see estimated hours are divided on left side of is equal to. You want to take these estimated hours to the right side. If it is divided over here, then you will take it to the right side. Then sign would be changed and it would be multiplied. What would be left over here? Just 5 lakh, and then is equal to 10 was already present over here. So you will write 10, and estimated hours were divided over here. If you will take it to the right side, that would be multiplied. So you will multiply estimated hours over here. Now let me know the next step. 10 is being multiplied over here. If you will take it to the left side of is equal to, it would be divided. So 5 lakh already present, and 10 you are bringing to the left side of is equal to. It would be divided now. So what is left on right side? That is estimated, or it is also called budgeted hours. Hours or units, the same thing. Alright, now put it on your calculator. 5 lakh is 5 lakh, okay, divided by 10. So here 50,000 you have calculated, which is what? Estimated or budget hours. Our first requirement was the same thing which we have just calculated. Look at here. First requirement was budgeted capacity that was used to compute FH absorption rate. So it is 50,000. A part was solved, and you can see the answer 50,000 labor hours. How did we calculate it? For that purpose, you will have to focus upon this. Nothing is new. Please, I'm requesting you. There is nothing new. We have used the same thing which was already been written even before the start of the question. Fifth formula was for fixed FOH rate. We have used this formula to calculate 50,000 labor hours. Since usually in our question, estimated or budget hours are usually given over here. But since it was missing, we have used this statement to calculate our estimated hours as a missing figure. Now it has been calculated. So first requirement is completed. It's time to see what is next for us in the question. Hopefully now there will only be the variances. As usual, under over applied FH and volume budget variance, there is nothing else. So we can complete our supporting statement procedure. The very first thing is we must have actual FH. Go to the question. Following are figures of actual results. It means these hours are actual. 56,000 actual hours, and if it is FH, it would be considered as actual FH 2 million. So you can write over here 2 million is your actual FH. 60 you are needed to see. Okay, 2 million. Then you need to calculate your applied FH. For that purpose, you must have your actual hours. Okay. Here, as it was mentioned, result is actual and hours are mentioned over here. If it is actual and hours are written over here, so it means actual hours are 56,000. So put over here 56,000 as your actual hours. You need to multiply it with applied FH rate, and here you have calculated applied FH rate, which was 30. So you can put openly 30 over here. Statement completed. Now you can calculate it 56,000 and it would be multiplied by 30. Okay. Second supporting calculation that was about applied FH has been completed. It's time to go for budget FH. For that you need actual hours. Actual hours are mentioned over here 56,000. We can see it again. Actual and hours 56,000. So you can put here 56,000 as your actual hours. It is supposed to be multiplied by variable FH rate. So what is variable FH rate? You can see here we have calculated variable FH rate over here 20 and it was given in your question. Look at here, variable FH rate 20. It was given in the question, so we can use the same 20 over here. First statement is completed. We can calculate 56,000. It is multiplied by 20. What happened? What is missing? Oh, instead of 20, 0 was written. Okay. And fixed FH is given in your question first line, fixed FH 5 lakh. So you can put second statement 5 lakh over here. 5 lakh it should be. Alright. So now it has been written that if you will add in first statement fixed FH, you will get your budget FH. So we can add first statement and it would be added 5 lakh. This way you have got, I have to check it out whether if there is something wrong. 56,000 multiplied by 20, 11 lakh 20,000 and it is 5 lakh. Why it is looking little small? I was doubtful. 14th font and here is also okay. Anyhow, so you have added both amounts to get your budget FY. Three supporting calculations were needed and we have completed. Actual is present, applied is present and budget FH is present. So it's time to calculate our variances. First variance is total or overall variance, which is a relationship between actual and FH. For actual FH, you can see highlighted area. This has been mentioned 2 million. So you can write over here. And then you need to have applied FH. Now see over here, applied FH was calculated. How much? It was 16 lakh 80,000. Put over here. Both actual and applied are mentioned. Now it's time to calculate the variance by subtracting actual and applied. So actual FH was 2 million and you will subtract applied FH, which was 3 lakh 20,000. So first variance has been calculated and here for B part it is written over here 3 lakh 20,000. Now it's time to conclude as well by focusing upon applied FH. Applied is 16, actual is 20. So applied is less, you can conclude it is under applied total variance. That's all. Under applied 3 lakh 20,000. So here you can see 3 lakh 20,000 under applied. First requirement was under or over applied FH, which was 3 lakh 20,000. So it means we are okay with that. Let's go back and calculate budget variance. It is a relationship between budget and actual FH. The budget which you have calculated is mentioned over here and how much you have calculated 16 lakh 20,000 put over here and actual FH you have calculated over here highlighted. It was 2 million put over here. Both budget and actual have been mentioned. It's time to calculate its variance by subtracting budget and actual FH or taking the difference between two. So your actual FH was 2 million. To calculate the difference you will subtract budget FH, which was 16 lakh 20,000. Here you have got your variance. This is budget variance and now it's time to conclude by focusing upon actual. Actual is more, as you can see that actual is 200 and budget is 162. It means your actual is more. Whenever you are spending actually more than that of budget, so it would be unfavorable variance, unfavorable budget variance. Alright, this way you have calculated your second variance, and we need to look at the answers as well. So 3 lakh second variance, third variance was budget variance. You can see at third stage mentioned budget variance. Budget variance is over here 3,80,000 unfavorable and 3,80,000 unfavorable we have done. So it means we are good to go. Second variance has been calculated. Now it's time to calculate our third variance. It is relationship between budget and applied FH. So how smooth this working is. Everything was mentioned even before the start of the question. You have completed your performa, you have completed your format, and now you don't have to bother about the wording. You are only looking and attentive to your amounts. This is the benefit by writing your performa before start of your question. So we are now at our third variance, which is capacity or volume variance. It's a relationship between budget and applied FH. So first we will see where is our budget FH. Here highlighted area, you can see we have calculated our budget variance and the total budget we are talking about budget FH. So budget FH is 16,20,000 mentioned over here. Then you need to have your applied FH rate. Please focus upon here. We have already calculated our applied FH, which is mentioned over here. Here is the highlighted area where we have calculated the budget FH and how much it is. 16,80,000. Okay, both budget and applied FH has been mentioned. It's time to calculate the volume variance by subtracting budget and applied. How much your applied FH was? 16,80,000. Take the difference between budget and FH by subtracting. Budget FH was 16,20,000. So you have got your variance as 60,000. Now it's time to conclude by focusing upon budget. Budget was 1620. Applied was 1680. Less was the budget. So if budget is less, it means it will go in your favor. So you will write favorable volume variance 60,000. Let's see what is answer. You can see over here volume variance 60,000 and it is favorable. So come over here, 60,000 is calculated and it is favorable. So all three variances we have seen, answers are matched. The only twist of this question was calculation of these rates. It was so beautiful to calculate. I'm saying beautiful because for me it's a beauty when you are using your skill, when you are using your brain. That's the beautiful thing. So FH applied rate twist was rates were given in the book with the help of which we have first time calculated our estimated hours. This was your twist number 2, and twist number 1 was rates were already given but partial rates were present. So with the help of this, the missing rate we have calculated, that was fixed FH rate. Please focus upon these understandings which we have performed over here. These were two twists with which you have calculated your fixed FH rate and estimated hours. Remaining almost everything was under our practice. We have written the format and just put the amount. I'm very hopeful that you have understood the theme, you have understood the question as well. So time for this solution has been ended. This was your 10.27. I'm very hopeful that everything you have understood, but even then, after spending this much time, if you have any query, you can openly ask your questions through messaging, texting, or directly meet, and please ensure that your understanding is at the best level. But again, I'm requesting you, these questions are not meant to be solved once only. I'm requesting you to at least solve these questions 3 to 4 times, each question. Then I'm very sure with a lot of practice, you will also be considered as master of your subject. It's thank you very much for time. We are going to end the lecture time for today. Surely we will be meeting again for the solution of any other question, inshallah. Up till then, please take care of yourself. I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. Thank you very much. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.